Hi everyone. The story I want to share today is kind of an odd one, and I feel a little silly sharing it. But it's about progress, growth, adventure, and becoming who you're meant to be. When I was in college, I was very kind of codependent on my friends to do stuff. I didn't want to do anything alone. I was very insecure about that. And there was one day I was working at a pool. I was just kind of like a glorified pool girl. I couldn't do lifeguard things. That wasn't my job. I just like laid out and got tan. And sounds really silly. And my friend texted me and was like, "Hey, we're gonna go boating. Do you want to go boating?" And I was like, "Oh crap, what time?" And he's like, 5 o'clock. And I was like, "No, I have to work till 6. I can't go. Can you guys just wait for me?" And he was like, "Nope, we're not gonna wait." And I was like, "Come on, man, it's just 1 hour." But 1 hour before sunset when you're boating, it's kind of a big deal, right? So anyways, I was really sad. I was like, what am I gonna do with my day? My whole night is ruined, even though I didn't have plans to go boating in the first place. And he just said, "Clara, just take a hike. Go do something alone. You're fine." And that kind of changed my life. I'd never thought about it like that. I was just like, maybe I will go on a hike. And that changed everything. I started hiking alone. I eventually started trail running alone. I eventually moved across the country alone. I eventually moved across the ocean alone. I just was able to travel alone and have all these epic, amazing experiences on my own terms. That obviously that happened over the course of like 10 years. That wasn't all one a day change. It started with hiking alone. Now, my next experience. Oh, and before I get into that, I just want to remind you, my name is Clara Reck. I am a life coach and a recreational therapist. I help women grow and shine and thrive and become who they always felt like they were meant to be. So click that subscribe button and follow along. I like to share uplifting, fun, funny, and adventurous content. All right, so my next story, I served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I served a mission in 2012 in Neuquén, Argentina. And I will be honest, I got super depressed on my mission. I developed an eating disorder. I was very unhappy. I struggled a lot. And I was talking to my mission president one day about that. And I was just telling him, I was like, I'm lonely. I don't like my companion. Everything sucks, blah, blah, blah. And he looked pensively and he goes, "Hermano Toronto, the Spirit whispers to me," he said it in Spanish. He said, "The Spirit whispers to me that if you are to be happy in life, you need to learn to be happy alone." And I'll tell you what, I hated it. When he said that to me, I was like, not a fan of that, not gonna listen to that advice, reject it, not gonna be part of my life. And I pretty much ignored that pretty strongly for a long time. And it's been, gosh, about 12 years since my mission, 15 years. And I've had a while to reflect on it, and I realized that with anything, if you are relying on external things for your happiness, you will never be happy, because you cannot, in any stretch of the imagination, in any universe, you cannot rely on other people to make you feel or do anything. You are in charge of you. You can control you, and that is it, which means you control your happiness, you control your sadness. It's all a matter of you. And I bring this up in the context of growth and adventure because when you're on the journey of growth and you're on that grand adventure of growth, it is lonely. It is a lonely road. It is a lonely hike. And excuse that pigging over there. Anyways, it's a lonely road. It's a lonely life. And it can feel depressing. It can feel overwhelming. It can feel impossible to make these changes in yourself. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be lonely. There are so many of us out here on this adventure of life, on this journey, trying to heal, trying to grow, trying to be our best selves. And that's where the importance of having good friends are, at least one good friend. That's where the importance of hiring a good coach comes in. Because a coach, first of all, they become your friends if you've got a good one. My coach, very good friend. But that's where getting a good coach comes in, because a coach, we don't push you, we don't force change, we encourage you, we help you, we walk beside you, we cheerlead for you. And that's what a good coach does when you're on this journey of self-growth and change. So let me ask you this. If you're on this quest of growth and you're on this journey of change, what if the feeling of loneliness doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong? What if the feeling of loneliness means you're doing something right? What if it means that you're in the apex of your adventure? What if this loneliness means that you are onto something and you are doing something right? What if that's what it means? What if that's what you let it mean? I mean, you watch every great adventure story, and even Lord of the Rings, yeah, I'm going there. Even Frodo freaking Baggins, with his best friend from home by his side, felt lonely and misunderstood. That is the tale of all great heroes. As they're going on these adventures, they all feel alone and misunderstood. But at the end of the day, that's just the villain, in this case, Gollum. That's Gollum trying to alienate him. So don't let that Gollum, don't let that little demon at your side convince you that you're alone and you don't deserve this adventure. Let yourself believe that this means you're doing something right. Let this help you believe that you're on the right track, that you're on an adventure, that you're on a journey, that you are changing and you're improving and you're growing and you're creating a better world, not only for yourself, but the people around you and the people that will become around you. And I think that's a beautiful thing about growth and about adventure, is it's what you make it. Has nothing to do with anybody else but you. Because at the end of the day, the only person that you can control is yourself. And I'm here for it. If you're ready to start your journey of change, your journey of growth, just send me a message. You can follow me on Instagram. You can send me a message. You can write something in the comments and we'll get in touch. My link, I'll share the link for scheduling the free coaching call I offer to everybody. I'll share the link there and you can sign up there, because you deserve to have a Samwise the Brave at your side, because you're a freaking Frodo Baggins. You're going to destroy that ring that's trying to ruin your life, and I'll be by your side as you do it, because that's what I'm here for, and that's what a coach does. And that's what I was put on this earth to do. Anyways, again, my name is Clara Reck. I'm a life coach and recreational therapist for women and moms who are seeking to make a greater change in their life and seeking to be and present the best versions of themselves for themselves. Please follow along, and I look forward to sharing more messages with you, and I hope you all have a most beautiful and lovely day. Bye.